Plan to triple, finances.
The meeting, held as part of activities to mark Uganda Water and Environment Week, brought together youth leaders, civil society organizations, development partners and government officials to reflect on commitments made at the global level and what they mean for Uganda. Young people at the dialogue welcomed outcomes from COP30, highlighting new opportunities for nature-based solutions and pledges to increase climate adaptation financing. However, they raised concerns about transparency and accountability in implementation.
Through our efforts in tracking different youth efforts in achieving our nationally determined contributions, we are pushing for systems that allow young people to understand and contribute to Uganda's climate commitments.
Youth representatives also emphasized the need for accessible climate data and inclusive decision-making.
And it's on this note that, unlike the previous years, the Youth Climate Council is going to invest in a 9-week training for young people to effectively understand the climate policies of Uganda and what they mean to the different thematic areas.
Civil society organizations echoed similar concerns, even as they acknowledged progress made at the global level.
We believe these outcomes reflect our progress, but they also highlight the need for courage and unity in the years ahead. That unity must now translate into action in every sector where climate change is reshaping lives.
At COP30, the Belem Health Action Plan was introduced, alongside an initial $300 million investment to address climate-related health risks. The agriculture sector also took center stage, with calls for climate finance tailored to smallholder farmers to strengthen adaptation and food security.
And for Uganda especially, agriculture is a backbone for our country. Therefore, if we don't tackle this, it will directly undermine livelihoods and national development.
Focus on action. Focus on getting climate finance into the ground for the right thing at the right place at the right time. And this links to my first point, which was work with us to identify priorities and help us through enabling environments.
Participants got feedback from the team that represented Uganda at the global discussions on wins secured and progress made.
Our scale of flow shows that we have mobilized about $1.3 trillion for the last 10 years from the GEF, GCF, and Adaptation Fund. But in the last 3 years, we have mobilized $766 million from all these funds.
A lesson that we learned is that parties are unable to resolve the dual problem of lack of mitigation ambition from the developed countries and failure also by the developing countries to implement their commitments. And this is because of, the inadequate support. We're talking about the means of implementation, the financing, the technology.
And more so that we have got funds on loss and damage. That was great success in Egypt. So the continuation of the enhancement on work on loss and damage. We need to prepare regular multi-year reports in relation to loss and damage, just like the NAPs.
Government also used the platform to call for more inclusive participation in climate processes. The ministry's permanent secretary emphasized the need to bring the private sector and young people into negotiations.
All these negotiations that we go for is really to protect the interests of the country and also directly their interests. And they need to appreciate that they are not merely spectators, but they are players. Locally, the participation is looking promising, but I think internationally, we need to ensure that the youth are given the platform to participate.
As Uganda and other developing countries look ahead, stakeholders are calling for climate pledges to move beyond promises to action, ensuring financing is accessible, local resilience strategies are scaled up, and sustainable solutions like agroecology are fully integrated into national plans. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Tonight.